juice, niggas.
What is going on, guys? Snack God here, back for another video, and today we are going to be making a video on what I do to make money while quarantined. Basically, this means not being able to get a job outside because you can't go outside, not going to public places, events, or stores, and basically just using what I have online. And I'm going to teach you everything I'm doing right now to actually still make money, even though I'm not selling candy. And no, this is not the eBay thing. This is something completely on the side. But what I want to talk about today is also, I want to potentially start a new YouTube series called I don't know actually the name for it yet, but I'm basically showing you guys how to make money by reselling sneakers and clothing, as it is kind of related to my channel, whereas in the sense where it's like financial stuff and teaching you guys how to make money as a teen. And in this video, what I'm going to cover is basically what to do while I'm making money in quarantine. But this series is going to be starting like a complete guide of how you can start from like a little bit of money and learn how to resell shoes, know what shoes to sell, and basically how to get them. So if you guys want to see that, comment down below that you guys want to see those videos, because I want to give you guys some content to watch during this period. I know it's a lot boring at home, and I honestly, personally, I don't do much stuff at home other than just homework and YouTube and video games. So I wonder what you guys are doing. Let me know, but let's get right into this. So if you guys aren't familiar already, there is a market for sneakers in the world, all right? Very popular things in the world, because a lot of the time sneakers have like a history or like a reason behind why they sell, and most of the time it's popularity, maybe because of the hype, maybe because it's comfort, but there's many reasons. So what I've been doing is I've been like researching sneaker market and figuring out what shoes do really well. Now recently a documentary on ESPN or something came out, or like, is it ESPN, and it's on Hulu too, I believe. But it's basically of a sneaker documentary of Jordan and like their team. I think it's called like The Last Dance. I haven't actually personally seen it myself, but because of that, Jordan 1s are rising in prices. So the OG colorways of Jordan 1s, what that means is the first wave of Jordans that came out that are kind of considered OG because they're a while back, you know, like the Royals, the Breads, the Shattered Backboards, the OG Purples, the Shadows, those are all rising up right now. Even a lot of new ones like Obsidians and stuff like that. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, then that's good. But if you don't, I'll explain further on. Basically, to start off what I'm doing, you are going to need something of some form of a card. So whether that's a debit card, a credit card, a card from Venmo, a PayPal card, you can get many cards nowadays that allow you to buy stuff online. It doesn't actually have to be from a bank, which is what a really good thing, so you want to consider is. So once you guys get yourself a card, I would say roughly to start reselling, you don't need that much, all right? You can start with as little as $100, but most shoes, I would say, to be safe, if you want to like have a good start with at least $200. Now, I'm not saying that everyone has $200 to start with, because if it was, well, then anyone could just invest into something and make something out of it. But I'm saying that if you do happen to have $200 handy, or if you're planning on start selling shoes, save up at least $200, so that way you'll have enough room to move around. Now, there's two ways that you can really sell shoes, and that's going after hype shoes or going after like cheap shoes, such as what you call a brick. And what that term means is basically something that is sitting on shelves, not really selling out and hyped, but you can get it for a good price because they're not selling out, and there's another place you can resell it for to make a small profit. Whereas selling hype stuff means you buy it and it's like you manage to get it before it sells out, but it has a big return because it's a hyped item. The second option is a lot harder, because then again you need other things to buy hype stuff that sells out fast. You need robots, you might need slots, like not robots, like literally like a bot to help you cop stuff. They use proxies and servers, or you need to join a cook group that provides slots for you, or you just need to be really good at manually copying stuff. So with $200, what can that get you? Well, this is enough to get you most Jordans in any model. However, it is not enough to buy any Yeezys. It is enough to buy a lot of other things such as Air Forces, though. However, hyped Vans or Converses that come out, anything of that sort, and any Nike shoe that is also hyped. Something such as Dunks and stuff like that. Dunks and SBs are really good ones going up nowadays. So one thing I've been doing recently is I've been holding two shoes that came out within the last month, I believe, and the other one came out like around almost 2 months ago. And here we'll go over it now, and I'll show you guys how I'm actually making money. So I have the $200, and the retail prices of those shoes are $170 for Jordan 1, right? Here I have a Jordan 1 box, and I believe this one is the new release, the Royal Toe. So let's get that open for you guys and show you what it looks like. Here it is. All right, basically it's a simple shoe, and one advice I would tell you to is not wear these shoes. If you're planning on reselling shoes, definitely keep them brand new, and we call them dead stock, as in like basically they've never been worn or tried on, and that's what it is. So you can see there's nothing here, and the laces are not laced, and you leave them like this because people have they're willing to pay a higher price for something that's dead stock, and that's what you really want here for. So I paid about $190 for these shoes after shipping and taxes off of I believe, was it Shoe Palace? I think it was Finish Line or something like that. But I got these Royal Toes, right? And these are a size 8. And what you really want to do about researching about shoes is I found out that smaller sizes do sell better. Of course, the things I sell you in this video are going to be obvious to some people and not so obvious to new ones who are getting started. So I'm just going to tell you guys everything, even though some people might be used to the market and know how this works. I'm going to go through all the little details. So small sizes do well. So when you're going for Jordans, I would say go from like a size 7 or 8 to like a 9, and those sizes will do the best. But however, for this release, all sizes are doing pretty well, so this one doesn't really matter as much. But if you want to maximize profit, definitely go for sizes 7 and 9. Those will probably do the best in the future. Now, so I bought them for $190, and what you don't know is that, well, since they're rising, you can always hold it, right? So since the documentary I mentioned, if I hold these shoes for a couple more months, they could probably rise a lot higher. Like right now, the market for them are around 250, 260 for my pair, and I paid $190, so that's already like a $60, $70 profit, right? And I haven't even done any work. I just bought them, and they're sitting here like at my home collecting dust in a box until I'm ready to sell them, and they're gonna keep rising because, first of all, what really determines a price is, well, I said in the beginning, the way it looks. So the model, does it look good? Well, this is a really high colorway because it has the traditional royal color, which is blue and black, and then they have the white midsole. Classic colors, right? Classic color blocking. Next, Jordan 1's pretty comfortable shoe. That's another good factor. Number 3, retail price is fairly low, not as high as Yeezys, so they definitely have a lot of room to rise up. And I see these possibly going for $300 in around like August or September time. And then I basically have made around $100 something from selling those. Now that's one way you can make your money, by holding long term. However, if you do have not much capital to work with and you don't really have much money to spend, you want to make quick flips. And what that means is you buy it quickly and you're able to sell it within like a week or 2 and get your money back, so you have more money to buy the next drop or next release when a shoe comes out, because you don't want to have no money when a hype shoe comes out. That's the worst feeling. I know when I started selling, I believe like they had a restock on like a lot of on Yeezys on Yeezy Day, and I was trying to buy them, right? But I didn't have any like money left over. I was holding a lot of inventory and I couldn't buy any more, and I really wanted to, because obviously I'm not just gonna wear it. They're here for profit, and each pair you can expect around $50 profit. So basically you gotta spend money to make money is the moral of the story, what I'm telling you here. Now another example are these pairs I bought right here. These came out before the Royal Toe. Alright, so these are the ones I'm talking about, the Court Purple 2.0, or you know, the second ones, because the original colorway had black blocking on it, instead of the white toe, and it goes for a lot higher now. But anyways, these came out a little bit before. I forgot the exact release date. I think they came out in April, and they're doing really well also. Like I said, all Jordan 1s are rising in value, so I actually ended up paying around $200 for these. These were a little higher because I bought them from a reseller. He hooked me up with a good price. And what basically this means is that, well, if I paid $200 for it, it's not as much profit as the other one. These ones aren't rising as high because I think purple is just not as common of colorway to match with. I think blue black is a lot easier to match with, in my opinion. People don't wear that many purple, but yeah, this one is still going for a good amount. This one is sitting around $240, and I just see this continue to rise up, so it's a good hold for sure. Now, those are the 3 things I want to cover. So you want to buy these shoes and you want to hold them if they are a good colorway, a good low retail price, and if they're comfortable. So those are good indicators to finding out a shoe will resell. Now, the last indicator I want to talk about is hype. So what this could be determined by is collaborations. Things that are guaranteed to be hype are probably Travis Scott collaborations, Off-White collaborations, and anything of like those big celebrity artists collabing for shoe, like Off-White and Serena Williams with the Nike what's it called, like Air Maxes. And then there's like a lot of different things that collab with, and you want to pay attention to those collabs because those are the ones you can make the most profit off of. I believe the most recent hype collab was either the it was probably like the Jordan 5 with Off-White, or like his Air Force One or Travis Scott dunks. I'm not sure which one was more recent. Like, I've been like pretty much lost in my schedule during these times. But now, number 2, if you're wondering where you're gonna sell these things, so I taught you guys how to buy them, and basically now I'm gonna tell you where to sell them. So you want to sell them in places that offer well. So obviously for StockX, that's a really good place for selling, but don't even think about buying there. Their fees are really high for buying. Like, they charge tax, they charge authentication fee, and like, thank God they don't charge shipping, because if they charge shipping, that would be really expensive too. But anyways, after all that, your shoe is basically gonna cost a lot, so don't buy from StockX, guys. But when it comes to selling, it is pretty good, as you can have a really good reputation with them, level up your account, and get less fees per sale. So I think if I were to sell this for around $240 on StockX, I'd probably pocket around $220, which isn't too bad compared to other places. I think Goat has a lot higher fee sometimes. I think Goat is actually charging around 15-20%, which is really high for something, and StockX is around like 15%. Still a lot, not like a big difference, but when you look at the numbers, it's a lot better to see that instead of a lower number, right? So now let's go over where you can buy these. So hype shoe releases, I personally, main sites I buy for Yeezys are Yeezy Supply, Adidas, the app, and sometimes they have the website. Then I also go to Finish Line, checking those places. They're called foot sites, so Finish Line, Shoe Palace, Dick's Sporting Goods. A lot of those places will have them. Champs too. If you guys have a Champs nearby, you can go do pickup, I believe, sometimes. And that's one of the places. Also, skate shops do offer a lot of releases, but skate shops are closed in my area, and I don't think any of them are opening soon. If they have a skate shop open in your area, then feel free to go there, go to their website, or if they have an Instagram, they might do raffles for releases and do curbside pickup, because obviously stores can't open nowadays, but that's the basic of it. And now I want to wrap everything up. So you know where to buy them. There's foot sites, there's apps and retailers. Now you know where to sell them. You have StockX, Goat. Last place I want to mention is you also can sell on eBay. If you guys want to do that yourself, it's basically a self-business. You got to post everything yourself, take all the pictures yourself, and basically it's not guaranteed to be like easy transactions, as customers have a lot of questions. They can ask you on eBay, they can request returns, but one thing you can do is, however, build up a good reputation, and therefore they're less likely to ask you if they're fake or not, because they aren't suspicious. So however, I would recommend you start posting stuff on eBay, get a good reputation for selling, and then it'll be a lot easier from then on. Now that's basically how I make my money, aside from doing eBay or investing in Bitcoin. I buy shoes such as these, I hold them for a while, and basically after I hold them for a while, I feel like I'm ready to sell them. I go on the marketplace, I list them up, I post them, take pictures of everything, and then I make my profit. Alright guys, so I hope you guys do enjoy this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you guys do want me to make a series going into more in depth, I'll put a lot more effort into it, go into a lot of different shoes, and I'll even probably make live cops of me like trying to cop the shoe live, and I'll make videos as things came out and release. But yeah, leave a like and subscribe if you guys do enjoy it. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Then that was happening, like what's happening? All odds were against me like Croatia, and I'm racketish. Started off with a camera cause nobody else saw the picture, Times my earnings by 13, get my bank account a bar mitzvah,